Hello, welcome to Be the Magician. My name is Brandon, and like I usually say, if you're new to the channel, welcome. So, this trick, I'm actually gutted that I'm teaching this because this is one of my own creations. Again, it might not be mine, other people might have come up with something like this, but this trick I'm about to show you, I'm in love with it. I really am. I used to go out and perform this trick all the time. And I did think about it. Shall I teach it? Shall I teach it? So here it is. This is the trick. Okay, so before we get into the trick, you're probably thinking, or you probably won't be thinking, Brandon, you've got a different pad. Yes, this pad, me and my amazing girlfriend Debbie made this pad. So this is the first time is actually me performing on 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so just before I show you the trick, I'm just going to show you this close-up pad. Me and my amazing girlfriend Debbie made this pad a while ago. And I've just dug it back out. So this is the first time I'm using this, obviously, on the channel and using it for the first time ever, sort of thing. Do you know what? It feels amazing. It really does. I even might start selling these. No, I'm only joking, but let me show you the trick. So obviously it uses a pack of cards, and for this we need the 2 jacks, the jack of clubs and the jack of spades. And we do need a card selecting. So let's just take this one, for example, the 10 of hearts. So what is going to happen is your card, the 10 of hearts, is always going to be visible. So what I mean by that is, if I spread the cards, you can always see the 10 of hearts. If I turn the jack of clubs face down, you can always see the 10 of hearts. If I turn the jack of spades face down, you can see it. If I turn the jack of clubs face down, you can always see your card. But I'm going to do something very strange. Have you ever heard of the saying Jack in the Box? Well, that is what's going to happen. We're going to place the jack inside the box, like so. You can't even hear it, but it is in there. So the selected card is going to go on the face, and the jack is going to go on the back. So we've got the 10, the jack. All you do, did you see it? Now we have the 2 jacks over here, and inside the box is in fact the 10 of hearts. I love this trick. I really didn't want to teach it. Honestly, I'm not just saying that. I did not want to teach this trick. I used to use it all the time. So, grab your cards, because I'm going to show you guys exactly how this works. So here is the tutorial of Jack in the Box. So what we need is a gimmick box. So you need 3 magnets, double-sided tape, and a craft knife. I'm joking, don't worry. It's just an ordinary card box. And we need the 2 jacks. But one of the jacks is gimmicked, and it's this one right here, the jack of spades. You can look at it very close. You will not see anything because it is normal. The only thing what's different, it's a double facer. Yes, don't worry, if you haven't got a double face card laying about, you can make one up in seconds. So all you need to do is take a jack, a spade, and a 10 of hearts. Just apply a bit of glue or double-sided tape on there, stick the 2 cards on, and you've made yourself a double face card. But don't think, oh, well, it's going to look obvious. Nobody's going to be touching this card, so don't worry about that. But if you just want to get to this stage and use just stick 2 cards on for now to do the trick, you can. That's how I used to do it. But just a little one as well. I bought these double face cards. Absolutely amazing. I've had these for like 2 years, and it's just double face cards, so every card is different. So I will leave a link down below where you can purchase these cards if you are interested. So back on with the trick. So you need to remove, if you've got a double face card, brilliant. It doesn't have to be the jack of spades and the 10 of hearts. It could be the king of spades and the 10 of hearts. So for this example, I've got the Jack of Clubs and the Jack of Spades, and I removed the Jack of Spades from the pack. So there's nowhere of the Jack of Spades getting seen in here. And obviously, whatever this card is, a Ten of Hearts, you need to remove it. You need to get it out because that's the card we're going to force. So if that was the Seven of Clubs, you take Seven of Clubs out. Okay? So the setup is this. The Ten of Hearts is on top, followed by your face-up Jack of Spades, which is the double facer, then the Jack of Clubs. So the way I perform this is a Granite Green Top Shot. I did teach this earlier on, I think it was last week or whenever it was. I'll leave a link down below and it'll teach you exactly how to do that. But let's say you can't do that move. So to get the jacks out, you're going to place your Jack of Spades near the front of the pack, and then your Jack of Clubs near the back or the middle. Okay? So they will go in. So before you start the trick, you're going to tell them, look, I'm going to remove the two black jacks. So the Jack of Spades, then the Jack of Clubs. And the reason the Jack of Spades goes down first, when the Jack of Spades goes down near the bottom, because that's the first up jog card you're going to get out, that is because you need the Jack of Spades at the top. So you don't want the clubs above it, you need the spades on top, because that's where the double face card is. So, when in that stage, we need to force the Ten of Hearts. The way I did this was a classic force where they would choose a card from a spread. I'm not going to go through that today, but the best way to do that, if you can't do that, is just a simple riffle force where you get a break, you riffle, they shout the word stop, and it's a Ten of Hearts. Yes, I went through that very, very briefly, but I have done videos in the past teaching you how to do the force, the riffle force. But if you've got your own force, just force the top card. So now you're in this position. So you've got the Jack of Clubs and the Jack of Spades. So what I do is I place a Ten of Hearts inside the center, and I say to them, your card is always going to be visible, which is not true. And I'll show you what I mean. So you start off say, look, if I turn the Jack of Clubs face down, and the reason I do that, it's showing the back of the Jack. So if I turn the Jack of Clubs face down, your card is visible. If I turn the Ten of Hearts face down, your card is still visible. There's no slight here. You just turn in the Jack of Clubs face down to show the Ten of Hearts is visible. You turn in the Ten of Hearts face down to show that the Ten of Hearts is always visible. Now this is where the move comes in. It's gonna look like you're turning the Jack of Spades face down, which you are. So if I do it at speed, it looks like I turn the Jack of Spades face down. But what is happening is you're doing a double lift. So you're gonna do a double lift over obviously the 10 and the Jack. So the way I do this, I just buckle the card. So to do that, I put pressure with my index finger and my thumb on the top right. And if I pull down with my index finger, you'll get this bevel, and your fingers will pull in, grab the card on the bottom right, and turn it over. But this is a but I was thinking about. When you turn that Jack of Spades face down, you should see a 10. That's what you should see. So it looks like you're turning the Jack of Spades face down, but when you do a double lift, there's no 10 there. Don't worry, nobody's going to notice that. I've analysed this trick for a long time, and I thought, well, if I turn the Jack of Spades doing a double, it's not going to see a 10. Because if you turn the Jack of Spades face down, you should see that 10. But trust me, it flies by. It might have flown by you when I did it. You probably didn't think anything of it. But if you're thinking, oh my god, if I turn my Jack of Spades face down, or when you do the double, they're not going to see that 10 here. It should look like you're doing this. But anyway, you're going to do a double lift, turn the double over as one, and then spread straight away. So look, a 10's always going to be visible. So now this 10 is your double back card, and so your double face card, sorry, and this is a 10 as well. So if you do that at speed, so you can see that. So So look, if you watch the 10's always going to be visible. If I turn the Jack of Clubs face down, you can always see the card. If I turn your 10 face down, you can always see it. If I turn the Jack of Spades face down, your card's always visible. See, when you do it at speed, a layman, I promise you now, will not catch that. 100%. So now, you're going to place the 10, which they think is the Jack, and you do say, I'm going to place the Jack in the box. Like so, which is really the 10. You're going to place the 10 on the box. It doesn't matter which side. And you just want to be careful when you turn the box over. Because if you do this, and when I practice this, when I try to turn the box over, the card there, I'll get in stuff like this and flashing the double face card, sorry. I was flashing it. So the best way to get around that is if you hold the box on the side, okay, so your thumb is on the side of the card box, and you turn it over so nothing will flash. Then the Jack goes on the face or the back of the box, it really doesn't matter. And you can also flash the 10 as well again. Now what I do is I get the spectator to hold the box like so. Let me move the card, so they're going to hold the box like this. And what you're going to do is, as well, just a little reminder, you have to make sure the Jack, when you're doing this move, you're not doing it this way. So you see in the 10, you've got to make sure you're looking at the Jack. And when they're holding the cards, what you are doing with your middle finger and thumb is just sliding the cards out. Do that again, you're just sliding the cards out. So you can show, look, I've got the 10, the Jack, hold the box for me, they'll hold the box like this. You pull the card to the side. You can do a frustration, so it's not even necessary, but if you want to do it, you can. Just place the Jack of Clubs to the bottom. I'll show it at speed so you can see. So you're showing like 2 black cards. It's not even necessary. You don't even have to do that. But if you don't know how to do that, the Jack of Clubs goes to the bottom. You turn it over. Your thumb's going to peel the Jack of Spades and show the other Jack. So at speed looks like you're showing both Jacks. Not necessary whatsoever, because they want to know what's in this box. They will take it out. They will see the 10 of hearts and they will go crazy. So while they're reacting to this, all you've got to do is place your Jacks and make sure your double face card is at the bottom. The way I do this is I'll just palm the card off, like so. We can talk about palming in another video. I palm the card off, place the cards down, and this would go into my pocket. But if you want to end clean and you can't palm, all you've got to do is the exact same thing. So they're reacting. You put the cards back on, making sure the double face cards at the bottom of the deck. They go into the box. And let's say you want to see something. That's all. Show me another trick where you go into a coin routine. When you get the cards back out, you pull the card, hold the Jack of Spades with your index finger and pull it down. And what's going to happen is that Jack is going to stay in the box. Now you've got an ordinary deck of cards ready to go into any other routine. The box goes in your pocket. So hopefully that makes sense, everything I've gone through. If I've missed anything out, or if I've rushed anything or missed anything out, please let me know down in the comment section. But that is a tutorial of Jack in the box. Okay, so that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this trick. And you know what? I hope you go out and try it. Even if it's to your girlfriend, your mum, your dad, your granny, your granddad, your uncle, your auntie. I don't care. I want you to go out. I want you to try this trick. And then I want you to comment on this video and tell me the reactions, what you got. I'm really, really interested. Because you as a magician watching this, you might think, oh, well, you won't get away with that. This is how magicians think. Ah, well, I could tell that was a double face card. Yes, magicians will think that. A layperson will never have known that 2 cards, not a very good example, 2 cards could be back to back. Never in a million years. If you think of how a layperson thinks, they will never think a card can be produced like that. Trust me. But anyway, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.